What's up, people? In this video, what are we gonna do? Oh shit, almost dropped my mouse. We're gonna do Fledge Fitness. Okay. Yeah. Seems like 5 useful tips for OMAD. How much weight can you lose in a week? Okay, so he talks about fasting in OMAD. So far so good. Intermittent fasting doesn't work. Well, to be fair, it's pretty weak. What are Homeboy's popular videos? It's time. When does fat burning start? When intermittent fasting? Boring. Boring. Oh, he did the warrior diet. Good shit. God, this guy's like fucking dominating the intermittent fasting keyword, huh? All of these have fucking intermittent fasting in it. Wow, this guy's like got this shit figured out, huh? I don't want to do any of these videos, honestly. The reason I don't like intermittent fasting as like 16:8 is that it's like weak shit. And again, like obviously, like, is it a coincidence that all of these videos have fucking intermittent fasting in the title? This guy's just like so happy about intermittent fasting that he makes every single video with that keyword in the title? No. This is like a career move to get his channel ranking high for those keywords when he posts a video with that in the title. It's like a thing on the YouTube algorithm. Like my channel does that kind of with videos that have snake diet in the title. God, I don't want to do any of these. They're all so boring. No offense, homie, but like this is so fucking boring to me. How to make intermittent fasting work faster? I guess this one. All right, anyway, if you guys have any videos that you want me to watch, recommendations or channels or something like that, let me know. Also, if you guys like my videos, you watch them all the time, you love me, you want to see me succeed, share my video. Like, comment, subscribe, fine, all that stuff's good. But sharing is the best. So if you could do that, that would be super duper.
What is going on, IF Warriors? It's your boy Edward V, and today we're going to talk about how to make intermittent fasting faster. Roll that intro. Okay guys, so all these videos that came out, Warrior Diet Efficiency Explained, OMAD Efficiency Explained, how to maximize fat burning in 1 week, all of these videos culminated to this video right here. This is the creme de la creme. This video is going to explain how to make intermittent fasting faster, and not just make intermittent fasting faster for the short term, but just make intermittent fasting faster for you, period. Now there's certain things that you can do when it comes to any diet, any regimen, anything out there to make your weight loss a little bit faster. But the main focus should never be on weight loss itself, although that is a factor. What you want to focus on is body fat specifically, and that's what intermittent fasting does. Intermittent fasting focuses on the body fat weight loss. Now to speed up the process of intermittent fasting, you need to make it as potent as possible in targeting your body fat. In this video, that is what I'm going to talk about. Now, using pieces of all these videos that I culminated together to create this one piece of content.
Oh God. Well, whatever.
To let you know the exact moves that you should do, as well as adding some new details to make your body fat loss super fast, faster than most anything out there. Now, yes, everyone is different. Not every diet is for everybody.
So, I wonder. So I make a lot of videos on YouTube, right? Doing this really started again December 2018. Made videos, tried to make them every day. Since April, been uploading every day. And then since the past 3 weeks, I've been doing these review videos. And then the past week or so, I've been doing fucking 7-8 videos a day. Channel's growing. I'm getting more people watching and more positive responses from people. It's headed in the right direction, right? And my original goal for this year, was to work on my YouTube channel. That's why I was living in New York, decided to move back to Thailand to give myself time to live somewhere cheap so I could work on this, right? And my goal was to get to 10,000 subscribers so I could use what's called the YouTube Space to make videos, right? YouTube Space, they have, all over the world. Well, not all over, whatever. Big cities around the world, they have them. It's as far as I understand, I've never been there, but it's a professional TV studio where you have access to all this cool shit. You can go make videos there, and I'm assuming network with other YouTubers and just essentially increase the production value of your videos for free, just you know, because it's fucking YouTube and Google, right? They're like more money than God. So when I watch stuff like this, I'm wondering, like, you know, guy's got like 200,000 subscribers or something. I'm wondering, like, you know, in the future, if I ever get to that level, like, is this what my videos will look like? Like, they'll actually, like, it won't be me, like, in my fucking ghetto room, like, just fucking talking like a normal person. I'll be like, okay guys, autophagy, today we're gonna talk about autophagy, how to make it faster. Roll that intro. You know, like, is that my future? Is that what's gonna happen, right? Am I gonna get like sponsored and like, I don't know, I'm just like thinking out loud here. But when I'm watching this, cause like, you know, we're not like doing the same thing. He's like fucking focused on intermittent fasting, but like, that's just kind of what I thought when I was watching this. It's like wondering, like, is this like someday what I'm gonna look like? Like, is this the end game? Is this the end result for people who like make videos on YouTube? Because most of them are like this, right? It's all like, I don't want to say fake, but it's not like acting, but it's, I guess, commercialized, if that makes sense. I guess to be commercialized, you have to talk like this. Anyway.
I get that. But there are certain physiological things that happen with your body that tends to be the same no matter what, unless there's some sort of anomaly happening. When you refrain from eating, the very sensitive insulin doesn't move. For insulin to be present in the body and to raise itself, there has to be sugar, glucose, foods of some sort. Anything can trigger it to move. So if you say, oh, can I get this like kind of non-sugary or substitute sugar-free drink and with this thing over here and just like a tablespoon of that, most likely you will affect your insulin because it is very, very, very sensitive. Yes, I get it when people say, hey, well, I can just eat like a 300 calorie meal. It's not going to be bad, or a 150 calorie meal, or a little bit of an apple or something. It's not going to affect me. It's not going to affect you as much, but you're not going to be as potent or as strong as if you didn't consume that at all. One thing that I want to focus on right now at this moment is that there is no reason for you to have to consume anything at all. And I get that you want to know, hey, is there a way, if I drink this thing at 5 p.m. and then I refrain from drinking anything, and then I make sure I just get like a tablespoon of that over here, and then just like something with like agave, and then I put this like thing here together, and I make sure that I mix it around enough that I kill all of that extra sugar that it has. I pull it, I extract it, and I drink it, and just to trick everything so there's no sugar and there's no this and there's no calories. It can still affect your insulin. And the reason your insulin can still get affected is because your insulin is very sensitive. It may not be affected as much. It may go up a little bit, be there for maybe an hour or so, or maybe 30 minutes, then drop. It may do that. Now, this is where I'm going to talk about willpower. You must have willpower. I understand going to the gym is one thing. Going over here is another thing.
That's all good information. That's all very good. He's right. But that, like, when I watch this, I wonder, like, do people not know this? Is this like their first video about fucking intermittent fasting they've ever seen in their life? Maybe. But, and again, fine, people like recommend these videos to me, I watch them and like review them, and I already know all this shit anyway. But the guy's like entire channel is about intermittent fasting. How much can you possibly say about it? You know, I don't know, whatever. He's right. This is good advice. Whatever.
Some people say, hey, I can't go to the gym, I don't have time. Some people say I can't do this treadmill thing because my cardiovascular system isn't up there, and right now I just can't build that thing up. Some people say I can't work out at home, I need weights, I gotta buy them, I don't have that pull-up bar thing, I don't have that ab roller, I don't have those things. Well, guess what? You don't need anything for intermittent fasting, and on the contrary, you are fooling yourself if you're saying that you can't do this because of a specific reason when this thing is literally do nothing. This thing is literally do not eat. That's what intermittent fasting is. Do not go out and make that food at this time. Do not go out and buy food. Do not stop at a restaurant. Do not stop at McDonald's. Don't eat. Do not do something is what intermittent fasting is. If you don't have time to not do something, then you're just kidding yourself. If you're within 48 hours, you are within a healthy amount of time for intermittent fasting. You can even go past 48 hours. The only thing is that other health benefits will stop, but your insulin will remain low. As long as you don't eat, your insulin will remain down. How do you take intermittent fasting and do it as fast as possible? You want to focus on fasting for as long as possible. Now you want to balance. You want to balance yourself between making sure you get nutrition and making sure you're fasting and taking it as far as you can. Now remember, activity burns calories. And if your insulin is dropped and your human growth hormone is increased, then body fat is the main target. So fasting increases your human growth hormone and also reduces your insulin to non-existent. So when that happens, you can go ahead and tap into your body fat. So what does this mean? When you wake up, do not eat. Do not eat when you wake up. Continue to fast. If you have a gym schedule, try to place your gym schedule before breaking your fast. I know for a lot of you, this is going to be impossible. This is going to be super difficult. This is going to be, you can't do it. Do it, and then you will become adjusted to it. That's how it works. That's how intermittent fasting works. You do it and you're adjusted to it. It only takes about 2 weeks, guys. If you can power through 2 weeks, if you're mentally, you're thinking, I can't do this for the rest of my life. Don't think that. Think, let me see if I can do this for 2 weeks. When 2 weeks hit, you'll notice, oh, wait, I can do this for the rest of my life. So do not eat. Fast. Go into the gym. Fast it. Now, you're probably asking me, well, Edward, what's the best intermittent fasting protocol? The best intermittent fasting
Well, let's hear what he has to say.
protocol is the one that's easiest for you to do for the rest of your life. Okay, that's number one. I want you to put that as the number one thing. So if the lean gains diet, which is 16 hours fasting and 8 hours eating, is the easiest thing for you to do based on your life schedule, based on how you go to the gym, then that's the one that I want you to do. If the warrior diet, which is 20 hours fasting and 4 hours eating, is the best thing for you to do, then that's what I want you to do. If the OMAD diet, 1 meal a day, is the best thing for you to do, then that's what I want you to do. Just know that if you want it to go as fast as possible, you need to keep your insulin down as long as possible. Now, one thing you can do to assist yourself in making sure that you're using body fat as energy is the ketogenic.
Amazing. Like, good. Finally, like mainstream, like interesting, I guess, easily shareable videos that are like explaining this. Don't eat in the morning. Fucking fast. Keep your insulin low. Fuck, man. Like, show this to the eating disorder girls. Like, please, like, watch this video, ladies. It's all really good advice. Like, I kind of feel bad that I like imagined myself like, not that I didn't really say anything bad about him. Like, obviously, like, you have to like, you know, you want to have a wide appeal, right? But I don't agree. I don't disagree with anything that he said, like, at all. Like, actually nothing. It sounds like he's like heavily influenced by the warrior diet, and I also wouldn't be surprised if he's watched like Snake Diet Guy's videos and is also like a little bit influenced by that. Amazing, great, good, wonderful. Intermittent fasting is good, bottom line. I guess the only thing is that when people hear about intermittent fasting, that's most often associated with 16/8, which in my opinion is just not, like, it's not enough. You know, I think 1 meal a day is really kind of like the cutoff point at this point. But whatever, 16/8, well, I don't know. I think if you tell people 16/8, they're thinking they can still fit 3 meals into fucking 8 hours, which is like, you're not going to notice really any difference, unfortunately. But whatever, I fucking, 99.9% agree with this.
Diet. You could implement the ketogenic diet, because what happens is, to get into ketosis takes a few days. Once you're in that ketosis state, you're kind of doing a double whammy. You're doing intermittent fasting, which is reducing your insulin as low as possible. Then you're doing the ketogenic diet, which can keep your insulin as low as it can during that time period where you're eating. It can raise your insulin a little bit, but not to a crazy extent, so that when you do fast, guess what? Your insulin drops even faster. Because what happens is, when you eat, your insulin shoots all the way up as high as it needs to go, depending on how much glucose you're taking in, depending on how much carbs you're taking in, which is why the ketogenic diet is pretty good, because what it does is, you're not taking in all those carbs, you're not taking in all those glucose, the insulin doesn't have to work that much. So the ketones start to kick in, so you're basically pulling body fat for energy. And the reason this happens is kind of a safety mechanism for your body, because when there's no sugar, your body likes to use the glucose, the sugar, for the energy. But when that is not there anymore, when that's gone, your body switches to ketones. And what happens is, that's the body fat that is pulling, and insulin is not moving up that high. So if you gotta go all the way up here, and you gotta come down here, and it goes, this is how it goes up. It goes up like this, but it comes down like this. See that? That's how the chart works. It goes up almost straight, kind of like this, and then it comes down like this. That's how it shows up in all the diagrams. The more sugar, the more carbs you're taking in, guess what? The higher it's gonna go, and the longer it's gonna take to come back down. Now, if you don't eat that much, it'll...
So, what I like about this, I mean, his video is great, number one, but what I like about the focus on fasting and intermittent fasting, OMAD, like all this shit, is that it shifts the focus from calories and macros and like all this bullshit that fucking is misleading and I would argue doesn't matter. It shifts the focus from that to managing your insulin, which is like, I don't know, maybe I've just like done like way too many of these fucking eating disorder videos, but I can't help thinking of like all of these girls who do they just not know this, or they don't believe it, or they've like never seen a video on intermittent fasting and just like they like refuse to believe it or something, because there's so much of this fucking shit out there. Like, it's your insulin that you need to control, right? Not like, doesn't matter if you eat fucking whatever, right? And also, yeah, okay, fine, it comes down to eating the right foods. Ketogenic diet, I'm not crazy about that, just because I feel like if I fucking fast and like, if I do OMAD and I work out hard, I can get ice cream at the end of the day if I want, every day if I want. That's why I work out. So I don't have to fucking, like, what's the point? You just like work out hard all the time. I guess eating meat is fun, but like, fuck man, I want to eat some ice cream, So yeah, I was like, it's good, like I said, keto, I'm not crazy about it. I don't think it's like, I always feel like shit when I do keto. I just, it's not pleasurable for me, and it's like, I'm already like fit and lean enough that like, even if it, and I never really notice a difference when I do it in terms of like leanness. So what benefit really am I getting out of it? It's like, there's no benefit in my opinion. Maybe if you're like super fat or something, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like OMAD would just be enough. I'm not really sure.
Will go up. Of course, food still has enough to shake that sensitivity of the insulin to make it go up. If it goes up right here, then it's going down right here at the same rate as if it was up here. But guess what? You're going to get to the bottom much, much faster. So if you prolong your fast as much as you can, and I always recommend not to go over the 48-hour mark, and I do recommend to, at least for nutritional purposes, try to stay at least within the OMAD and dab in some 48-hour fast every now and then, probably just once a week, or you can do it once a month. It's up to you. Depending, you can gauge it. You can see how much weight you're losing. If you want to give it a little bit of a kick, go ahead and do a 48-hour fast. Give it that little kick that it needs. See what happens. Break through a plateau, and then continue your normal fasting schedule. But that's the key, guys. That's the key to making sure that you're consistently burning body fat. Let's not kid ourselves, guys. You still need to lose 3,500 calories for it to be 1 pound of body fat, but you're constantly losing body fat if you're doing intermittent fasting. If you're eating constantly, always eating food, doing the 6 meals a day, eating snacks in between, all of that little stuff that you've been told by the bro science community for years, if you're doing all of that, what you're doing is you're constantly keeping your insulin up. It's trying to drop, but you're never letting it happen. So what happens? Your body decides, okay, well, we got to burn some calories because he's burning calories, and the only time he seems to fast where we can tap into his body fat effectively is when he's sleeping. So before that, let's see what we can do. Okay, we've got some glycogen here. Sorry about that, bro, but we got to take some muscle because there's nothing else. We only got 2 choices: glycogen, muscle, glycogen, muscle. That's what your body's going to do. Your body's going to do that when you start to go to sleep. Yeah, you're going to lose some body fat because you're at a caloric deficit, but wouldn't you want to be losing body fat throughout the entire day? Wouldn't you want to be losing body fat for most of the day? If you do that, then you'll be burning body fat specifically, which is what you want. And to make this faster, make sure that you're working out in a fasted state because you're burning calories when you work out. Yes, it all evens itself out in the long run. So now I don't think I can make this more clear than I'm making it right now. When your insulin is down, you're burning body fat. Body fat is what you want to burn. So do heavy activity when you are in a fasted state because your insulin is down. It's not rocket science, guys. It's not.
Oh my God. Like, is he me? Is this me? Am I like a black guy with a beard? Is he black? I don't know, like mixed or something. Amazing. He's right. Correct. Like fucking bullseye. Like actually. He even said don't fast longer than 48 hours, right? Yeah. I mean, you know, yeah, okay, good, fine. 48 hours, perfect. Like, okay, fine, I would say 72. You probably stretch to 72 if you want, but like, okay, 48, that's great. That's enough. Like, do you guys not understand? That's enough. Like, fucking, I don't know how these people do, like, you know, like I said, okay, fine. If you're like snake diet guy and you're like pushing the fucking like limits of what's humanly possible because you're like a pioneer in fasting and you're fit and you like eat proper food, okay, fine, fast, like do your experiments, bro. But like if you're just like some fucking out of shape like nobody who like thinks that fasting is like a magical cure for them, so they fast for like 96 days or fucking whatever, a week even, like why are you fasting for a week? If you fast for a week, you're obviously not working out. Don't you think it's better to like do like some kind of exercise? Anyway, this is amazing. This is great.
Rocket science. Or you want to live in this fantasy world where you're just sitting on the couch doing intermittent fasting and you're going to be losing body fat as fast as possible. You're going to lose body fat because your insulin is down, but guess what? You're not going to burn the most amount of calories. So if you make sure that you know how much calories you're burning, if you make sure that you're doing your heaviest activities when you're in a fasted state, and if you make sure that even when you're eating, you can do the ketogenic diet to switch over to ketones and then use that so that your insulin is as low as possible even when you're eating, so that when you're fasting, you get there much faster. And then on top of all of that, you extend your fast as long as it's comfortable for you, then you would definitely make intermittent fasting work much, much faster. Thank you for watching this video.
Amazing. Very good. He's right. Incredible. I like I said, I'm not a fan of keto, but fuck, man, I like if you do it and it works for you, I guess. Again, you got to keep in mind like all this stuff is a means to an end, right? Intermittent fasting, OMAD, fucking 16-8, all this shit, eating even several meals throughout the day is a means to an end. Okay, the end is your goal body. That's it. Period. If what you're doing, if the means that you are using is not working, then change it straight up. The reason why OMAD and intermittent fasting and all this shit, like why it's popular, I guess, is because it's easy, right? Like there's not a lot of moving parts. Like don't eat, work out, and then eat. Done. There's no like you got to count this many calories. You need this many grams of protein. You need that many grams of fat. Like you have to space your meals like this many hours apart. Like fuck, man. Like who's gonna do all that? You like fat, overweight people who like haven't stepped foot in a gym in years, pay absolutely no attention to what you eat. You're telling me all of a sudden one day you're going to wake up and like obsessively like enter everything that you eat in MyFitnessPal to like calculate, like, you're not going to do all that shit. Just make it easy. Just don't eat. Simple. Don't eat and then eat once. That's it. Easy. Love this video. It was great. I guess this guy's like totally dominated the intermittent fasting keyword. Good for him. Yeah, good. If you guys have any other videos or YouTubers you want me to take a look at, let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.